Good morning, my lovely little ghosts, and welcome to the Dark Orchard. I'm Laura, and today we're doing nail art. As I said in my intro, today I'm doing nail art. Why am I doing nail art? Well, because I'm sick and doing my nails makes me feel good. So I did a poll on my social media pages on if you guys wanted me to follow a Threadbanger tutorial or a Simply Nailogical tutorial later on in the year. A little over half of the vote actually went towards Threadbanger, so I'm actually going to be following a old Threadbanger tutorial later on in the year. Christine from Simply Nailogical is like a goddess, and I love her stuff so much. So today I'm not actually going to be following one of her tutorials, but I'm sort of inspired by one of her videos. On Simply Nailogical, Christine did Pokemon nails, and she actually collabed with a different nail channel. I will link both of those down below. But in this video she did Pokeball nails, and those Pokeball nails were real cute, but she had no clue what she was doing her nails up as. She had looked up like all these different Pokeballs, and me on the other hand, I'm obsessed with Pokemon, so I understand it, and today I'm gonna attempt a few different looks. I guess before I get started on my nails, I need to open the nail polish. That would be smart. I'm not really with it. I'm not feeling very good. Also, please excuse my nails, they're very thirsty. I have not been able to oil them in a while. And also, my nail recently broke. My pinky nail recently broke, and that's a huge shocker. For those of you that know me, you know I usually have my pinky nail about to here. A couple of centimeters past the normal point. But, I accidentally hit it against the cat tree, and it broke. So my middle finger is actually my longest nail right now. But since middle school I have grown my nails out really long, and since middle school my pinky nail has been the nail that just never breaks. And I used to be made fun of all the time for my pinky nail being the nail that was so long. Like, references galore, and it was just funny. Please just excuse my nails, but we're gonna do our best. Okay, so here are my thirsty nails. Thirsty nails. First things first, I have to take my control nail off. Okay, that one's starting to stain. My nail looks gray, but that's cool. Usually that finger stays black. Like, I'm surprised the nail isn't dyed black completely. So I'm actually going to start with my base coat, and it is a peel-off nail lacquer. I love this stuff. This stuff is amazing. I change my nails so often that, like, this stuff is a necessity for me. Now that the base coat is all done, I'm gonna let that dry for 5 minutes, and then I'll come back with the rest. Okay, now that it's been like 5 minutes-ish and my base coat is dry, I'm gonna use this tiny little white polish and see if it actually works. Makes me feel like a giant. Look at this tiny little bottle. I love it. I'm just gonna do another base coat-ish, but this is just gonna be the whole nail white. Hopefully it's opaque and I can just do the whole nail white. Oh, I'm surprised. I'm happily surprised. It's kind of milky, but it's not like really milky. It's gonna need 2 coats, but it'll do. Ooh, it dries fast though. It dries real fast. Okay. It smells like glue. It doesn't smell like polish, it smells like glue. Oh gosh, I hope it doesn't dry clear. If this dries clear, well, I've got another trick up my sleeve. I can do something, but I don't want it to dry clear. It looks like it's gonna dry clear. This looks like glue. Is this like a base coat? Did it not label when it's actually a base coat? I'm not happy with this. Okay, am I crazy, or did that just disappear on my pinky? It just disappeared on my pinky, right? This is a base coat. This has to be a base coat. It smells really gluey. Okay, so the Simply Pleasure's white is not a white. It's actually a base coat, but it didn't say anywhere on it that it came with a base coat. So I just assumed it was going to be a polish. Oops. Let's see. Well, we're gonna let my second base coat dry, and I'm gonna find a white, or something close to a white. White adjacent. Okay, well that was a disaster, and I actually don't own any white polish, but I do have this blue polish by Nail Medic, and it'll do. This is actually what I usually prime my nails with. I actually usually do just do my base coat and then use this blue polish because it's very light and it helps the colors show up better, and it was free. And then I, once again, don't have white polish, but I do have white acrylic paint, which sounds real watery. Why does it sound real watery? I don't know. We gonna try to make it work. So now that that crisis was averted, I'm gonna go over my 2 base coats with a primer. And see, this is what I meant by it being opaque or not. See how this just looks perfect in one coat? That white was not looking perfect in one coat, so I knew something was wrong. I didn't expect it to vanish all completely, but you live and you learn. I'm gonna let my primer dry and then come back with my actual nail art. So now I'm having a really hard time. Do I want to use this red and see if it shows up? Or do I want to use my actual red that I know will show up? I'm actually gonna start with my pointer finger, and a lot of people actually do their designs where their designs face them. But I personally like it when the design faces the person looking at your nail. So I'm gonna do my red on top. What I'm just doing is kind of just dividing in half and doing half of my nail in red. Doesn't matter if the bottom line is clean, because if you've ever seen a Pokeball, you know that it's gonna be covered. So yeah, halfway down the nail in red, and this red is actually pretty opaque. It's actually kind of hard to hold this tiny little thing though. Okay, so I did this one half with red, and I'm actually going to go ahead and do that to the other 3 fingers as well. Usually the pinky finger for me would be the special finger. Like, I do a big special design on it, but it's not long enough right now, so it's just one of the pack right now. So now I have the red down, and I'm gonna let it dry. Okay, now because I don't have a white nail polish, I'm gonna have to go in with some acrylic paint. And out of my SFX kit, I actually pulled this out, and it's actually just like a lip applicator that you do lipstick with, but I'm gonna use it for the paint. Now that I have the white on, I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit, and then we're gonna start working on the smaller details. So now I actually have a black striping polish, but you could just use the exact same method that I used before. Use some acrylic black paint and a brush and just do the same step I'm about to do without this, but I don't know where my black paint is, so we're just gonna try to use this. Fun fact, I showed my mom some Pokeball ornaments one time, and she thought they were Santa ornaments. She thought it was Santa's beard and his pants, with the Pokeball part being his belt. And I can totally see how she saw that, but now she definitely knows the difference because she loves Pokemon. She loves playing Pokemon Go. And she actually knows the name of a lot of Pokemon, and the ones that she doesn't know the name of, she has really cute names for. But I think that's just a cute fact. My first little polka belt done. Now I've got all those little belts done, and I'm gonna let those little belts dry for a minute, and then we're gonna go back in with the white and finish off these Pokeballs. What I'm gonna do here is actually just take this dotting tool and swirl it into a circle here because I forgot to make circles. So like before this completely dries, let me flatten them out into slightly bigger circles. If you don't have a dotting tool, you can always do the same thing with a toothpick, or just by doing it properly and putting a circle there to start with. Okay, and then the last step, I'm going to take a dotting tool and add the dots inside of the black with my acrylic paint. But you could also use nail polish. And I'm just going to put a little dot in the middle. I know there's technically 2 dots because it's a button, but nails are tiny, so we're just going to do 1 dot in the middle of the black. Okay, so you're probably like, Laura, why did you completely ignore your ring finger? Are you that sick? Do you have a fever? Actually, yes, but I actually intentionally did not do my ring finger because my ring finger is my control finger, but my control finger always has to be different. It's usually just black. I usually just paint it black, but today we're going to have a little fun with it, and I'm actually going to do a master ball on my ring finger. So to do that, I'm going to be using this purple and this hot pink. So first things first, I'm starting with the purple, and I'm going to do the top just like I did with the red. I might have went a little too far down with that, but we'll fix it. Right now, that's what we got. And these are actually really nice colors. I just wish it would have told me that the white was a base coat instead of a white. But otherwise, these have turned out to be really nice colors. They're actually opaque in one go. Either that or they're just opaque over top of my blue primer. But they're really nice. They dry really fast too, and they don't have a really strong smell to them. So I suggest if you have a Hamrix, go see if you can find these. These are actually really nice. Just remember, you can use your white as a base coat apparently. Next, I'm going to use the white acrylic paint again and do the exact same thing with the bottom of this one that I did with the others. Actually, for the little hot pink circular bits that are on the master ball, I'm going to use my dotting tool, but you can just use a precision brush or just anything, any kind of small tool that you have, a toothpick, but I'm just going to use a dotting tool because that's just what I have. It's not going to show up unless I do white over top of it, so we're going to do white over top of it. To fill in the little hot pink parts, I'm going to go in with that same brush that I've been using for the acrylic paint. I've wiped it off, and I'm just going to dab it into this and use it. Now it's time to put the belt on the master ball. Last time, go in with my dotting tool and exaggerate the circle. Remove the greasy hair, and then place a little white dot in the middle. That's still wet. I'm gonna take my wax stick, grab this, grab a little stone, and smush it right down in the middle. There we go. I like to do a lot of different things with my control nail. So this time, in the middle of my master ball, I put my rhinestones. You can actually get a huge selection of rhinestones on eBay for literally nothing, like pennies. And they look real cute on your nails. My master ball's finished, and all my Pokeballs are finished, except for my thumb, and I forgot to do my thumb. I'll do something on my thumb. I'll just paint it like a Pokeball. And then very last, I'm going to add a very light sprinkle of glitter over top of my master ball. Okay, So that's that. Oh, I forgot. One last step. The most important step of all. You have to seal it in with a top coat. See, I'm sick. These are my finished Pokemon nails. Aren't they adorable? Yes. Yes, they are. What I did in this and what you should do are two totally different things. One, do not use white acrylic paint as your white polish. Use a white polish. I promise you it will make your life so much easier if you just get a white polish. But I didn't have a white polish and it's 2:30 a.m. and I had no way to get white polish. So I worked with what I had and I'm paying for it. But don't look too bad. My Master Balls are pretty much a disaster. But if I hadn't used acrylic, if I had used actual white nail polish, they'd look fine. They'd look cute. They'd look adorable. The second thing that I did that you should not do is use a black striping polish. Do not use a black striping polish. Do not use striping polish because it turns out bad. Like, there are very few reasons that you ever need a striping polish, and this is not one of them. Get you a small brush and get you some black acrylic paint, and it will save your life. That is, if you're doing these nails. It will save your life if you're doing these nails. It will save your nails. It won't necessarily save your life, but it will save your nails. And that's worth something. So that was sick me doing my nails like Pokeballs. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. If you actually do these nails, tag me in them on any of my social media. I'd love to see them. Especially the Master Ball. Like, I want to see you guys recreate the Master Ball if you can. Because I think the Master Ball is the best. It's my favorite. Out of all the Pokeballs, the Master Ball has always been my favorite. And that's weird because my favorite colors are black and red normally, but I love a hot pink. And I really like the Master Ball for some reason. I think it's pretty. So I want to know if you enjoyed this kind of video, if you'd be chill with me, like spending another chill day just doing my nails in a weird way. I have another idea for doing different social media logos that I'd like to try. So if you're interested in that, let me know down in the comments. But most importantly, please, 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 100% down in the comments, tell me if you're excited to see Detective Pikachu. And if you've seen the trailers, tell me what Pokemon you saw in the trailer that you're super hyped to see in the movie. Just talk about Detective Pikachu with me, please. Just talk about Detective Pikachu with me and I'll be happy. So Detective Pikachu down in the comments. I drop some Detective Pikachu stuff down in the comments and I'm gonna go before I cough up all of my insides. I hope you like my nails. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope you come around again soon. Say bye. Bye. I'm Laura, and I'm sick. Sneaky. Okay.
First things first, I'm going to start with the purple.
I did a poll on my...
Don't know how this opens. Is there more tape here? I'm just gonna cheat and use my scissors.
Oh, I guess before I really get started on my nails, I need to open the nails polish. The nail polish.
We'll make it through this. We gonna get through this video.
Yeah, I used way too much of that. I went way overboard.
Now I can't talk. They're so pretty. They're so tiny. They're so pretty.
No, that's too much, that's too much, that's too much. Crap. I'm just gonna...
I did a poll on my social media because I kind of want to do
I'm very not feeling good. And these are both from that little packet, so we're hoping that it's going to be good. So I can do stuff on top of it.
So that was sick me doing my nails and hoping that it's okay to have this in a video. That did literally nothing. I undid that and it did nothing. There's more tape. It's taped all over. There it is. Okay. Okay. We're making progress.
Okay, so you can actually nail thing.
Good morning, my lovely little ghost types. Ghost types. What kind of Pokemon are you? How do you do the things you do? Share with me your secrets deep inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.